lamb's quarters. Got lots of it here. People say it's edible. I won't eat it. Check on your god dang zucchini. This guy appeared overnight. Whew. She is hot today. Hello, welcome to the Holby Homestead. Today we're going to do something a little bit different and less depressing from the last video. I'm going to do a bit of a garden tour. I'm going to see if there's some stuff to pick because I haven't been in the garden for a few days. And yeah, but first I'm going to water my sunflowers that enjoy to grow facing the wrong way. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the last video. We've had a lot of rain, and because of that, the mosquito situation is atrocious. So it's not really tolerable to come out here in the morning when it's not so hot, because the mosquitoes will carry you away. So gardening's been kind of put on hold until the afternoons when it gets really hot, and then I can't spend that much time out here. So sadly, things are kind of growing out of hand. Bailey, Nova. I am checking for cucumbers, because cucumbers love to hide on me. And I've gotten 2 so far, and I should have more, but I don't see any more yet. There's a cucumber here, but it's not that big. Oh, I found one. I think I caught that at the right time. That's a pretty nice one. So this, on that side of the bed, I will move the camera in a minute, but they're kind of where my pickling cucumbers are, so all the little ones I see are ready to pick. There's one. There's another one. Okay, I have to check the other side of the trellis. This side is definitely easier to pick from, and it's definitely easier to see. So there's two here, but those are loofahs, so definitely don't want to pickle those. And there's a big one here. And again, I'm pretty sure based on its location that is a loofah, because I tried to put all the loofahs over on this side. Lamb's quarters. Got lots of it here. People say it's edible. I won't eat it. I'll just keep ripping it out. The elusive pickle hunt. Cucumber hunt, I should say. They're not pickles yet. That's a nice one. I'm happy with that. That's another good one. Sometimes you miss the ones at the front that are on the other side of the trellis, and you don't see them until you get back here. There's a cucumber there, but I'm gonna leave it. Ooh. Damn it. Oh. It was growing between the fence, like in the metal part, and it got stuck in there. When I pulled it, it snapped. There's one. There's a lot around here. Pull that for another pickler. What's your problem, Nova? Okay, this is what I got. A lot of cucumbers. I knew I had cucumbers in here. They were just really hidden. It's hard to see. The other day I was looking here and I found a cucumber that just started turning yellow, and I was like, crap, that's really early. Like, how come I don't see any more cucumbers? So I was like, I gotta make a plan here. And that's the thing, guys. Every time it rains, you need to come out to your garden and you need to check everything, because you never know. I'm pretty sure over there in that mess right here, I'm gonna find tons of zucchini and summer squash that just appeared overnight. So anyways, moving on. Let's see what else we can see. I know that I have strawberries. I can just tell because I haven't been here for a couple of days because it's been raining. So, but because I'm using my basket, I'm gonna get those last because I don't want them to get like squished from the other stuff. So We're gonna go back to those. Moving on. There is a giant broccoli right there. And if I seem a little bit distracted, it's because Bailey has been upset about something, and he keeps like barking, and so I'm just kind of making sure that we're okay. It's not a wolf. I got another big broccoli head there. And look at that, I've got another one there. And I got celery that's ready. Okay. Let's pick this broccoli. Okay, I don't have any easy way of going at this, so I just kind of go at it with this. It's pretty easy to break off once you get a side, so hopefully you can see how I do this. Can you see that? There we go. I'm just cutting off these big leaves. So I'm going to tell you something about broccoli that if you didn't know this and it happens to you, you will be grossed out for the rest of your life about broccoli. So this year, I never had to worry about it last year because I didn't have the issue. But this year, there's a lot of worms in broccoli. Now, they're extra protein. They're not poisonous. They're not going to kill you, whatever. But when you pick your broccoli out of your garden, so what I do is I put vinegar and water in the sink. And I cut the florets off, so like individually. And leave it in there soaking. Usually with a plate or something, like something heavy to weigh it down. And it gets all the worms out pretty instantly, but you want to leave it in there for a bit. So I'm just warning you, because if you go to eat this and you haven't done that, and suddenly a worm kind of goes wiggly biggly by you, you might get freaked out. So anyways, the worms are harmless. I think it's just part of the growing process. So anyways, that's beautiful broccoli. It's like almost size my head. So over here, you can't even see, can you? But I do have kind of smaller heads of broccoli, but I'm gonna leave them because I don't want it to go to waste. You know, by picking like all the broccoli at once, if that makes sense. But there is another big guy in here, so let's try and film that and get that. Okay, another big guy. I've never left them to see what happens if you just like let them get bigger and bigger, but this is the size I like to pick. So I really like broccoli, and I like it more when I grow it myself. So I guess we're gonna be eating broccoli for the next week, but that's okay. It's good for you. Okay, let's see what else we can get. So like I said before, I'm picking the big things first because I don't want the little things to get crushed in the basket. So we're kind of doing this out of order. And surprise, didn't I just say check on your stuff after it rains? Check on your god dang zucchini. This guy appeared overnight. I have another big one in there. I think I'm gonna have to go at it from the other angle. Look at this one. That's a pretty nice one. This zucchini is in a really funny spot. And just as I came back here, there is more. And this one just came off the vine on its own. I actually think something's been eating it. So we're not going to keep that one. But this one, yeah, this one is a nice one. A beautiful summer squash. Yeah, these are the ones that will appear in a rainstorm within hours, overnight. Just appear. The basket is already starting to get full, and I am just getting started. I am going to check my tomatoes. I also think I'm going to prune these tomatoes a little bit, so let me get my basket. A lot of people say you do not need to prune tomatoes, and I probably don't prune as good as what some other people would, but I mainly prune to keep the airflow, especially near the bottom. I kind of hate it when it gets really bulky and you can't really see anything. Like, you should be able to see your tomatoes. And I have let these get way out of hand. Pruning doesn't hurt tomatoes. It's the key here is not to prune too much. But when it gets wild like this, you really can't prune too much. I've never killed a plant, a tomato plant pruning, so I don't know, I'm not an expert, but you are unsure though. I will tell you this, a lot goes a long way. So if you are afraid of over pruning, just do a little bit at a time and see what happens. Any leaves that look diseased, yellowing, whatever, you want to cut right off. Any leaves that are on the ground, you want to cut right off. See, I've taken like a bucket full out of here, and it doesn't even look like I've done anything. Whew. She is hot today. Okay, I think we got airflow. Now I'm gonna bring it in up close. A basketful just from a few minutes. I do have those tomatoes there. Now I do have some tomatoes in a weird way growing there. I don't know why that is, but seems like there was a lot of flower production. But anyway, I'm gonna leave that and see what materializes. Yeah, maybe it's the kind. What is this? It's a yellow pear tomato. Okay, that's probably what that one is over there, because they do look like pears. So that's just the way it is, the way that they're supposed to grow. So I am not going to worry about that. So those are the tomatoes on this side. Okay, the rain beat down the tomatoes. We got some tomatoes like literally laying down, so let's get that fixed. Okay. It must have been the rain that kind of beat these down. They're also kind of top heavy, needlessly. I'm just gonna push them through here so that they kind of want to stay up. There are tomatoes on this near the bottom too, so that's probably why they flopped over. There. Kind of glad I caught it when I did. I will show you here in a second, but there's a good amount of tomatoes. And I was starting to worry that there wasn't going to be any enough tomatoes, not any, but enough for my homemade spaghetti sauce. But there is. At least so far so good. Anyways, I'm going to grab the camera and I'm going to show you these tomatoes. I just noticed I have some funky pear tomatoes down there. And look at these tomatoes, 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 tomatoes. Looks pretty good. On the other side, I have some tomatoes that fell over too. They are a bit top heavy, so I like this trellis more than the tomato cages because in my eyes tomato cages are pretty much useless, but there are things that I do not like about these is that it takes a lot of string to tie it up and, you know, just effort. When it's really hot, because sweat is like pouring off me right now. That's the last thing I want to do. Okay, let's show you some tomatoes. Got some big ones there, some big ones down there, some big ones on the other side down there. Got some, where are they? I can see them. There they are. Got some tomatoes there. This side looks pretty good too. I don't think I have to worry about cutting down, trimming up. Okay, got my basket. Now it's time to check for strawberries. See, I knew I had some in here. It is getting hot, so I am not going to stay out here that much longer because I am dying. Anyways, let's check the other stuff that's going on. My pumpkin patch, it's gone wild. There's some like little tiny pumpkins that have started, but obviously no like pumpkins of stature. So what I do with these runners that are running out of the pumpkin patch is that I just pick them up and I make them go the other way so that when I'm cutting the grass, they don't get damaged. Look, there's a pumpkin there. And there's a runner. You just have to be careful because their roots kind of attach to the grass. But yeah, that's how I do that. Look, there's a pumpkin thing there. But yeah, it just makes them kind of grow back into the center. My blueberries, like I said in the last video, it's just kind of little berries at this point. Kind of at the end. But that's okay. They're new. They're babies. So I just eat them when I'm here. I got to get some romaine for dinner. This bolted. My lettuce actually lasted a lot longer this year. Corn. Obviously, there's no corn ready. Gonna check quickly because it is tomato tax time and Nova knows this. Sit. You ready? Sit. 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 Here you go. Tomato tax. I think that pretty much covers it for stuff that's ready. Well, guys, it's getting so hot that my camera is not really working anymore. So it is time to go in. I got all my goodies. It's been a good harvest. I'm covered in sweat. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.